Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, this is me saying special welcome to you, and if you are an oldie, thank you for staying back. So today I want to share with you 3 reasons why you should not come to Canada on a visitor's visa. 3 reasons why you should not come to Canada on a visitor's visa. All right, the first one is that one of the conditions of this visitor's visa is that it is only valid, your stay is only valid, you're allowed to stay for a maximum of 6 months. All right, only 6 months period, that's when you're allowed to stay in Canada. Now, even if you have been given a 5 years visa, even if you have been given a 10 years visa, you are only allowed to stay at a go 6 months. All right, that is 180 days. So after that 180 days, you're expected to leave Canada, and then if you want to come back, you have to leave first and then come back again. All right, now the reason why I'm saying this is because so many people have been told a lot of things that when you come, especially our agents, Niger agents, telling you people that when you come on a visitor's visa, you will easily get a job and change it to work permit. My brother, my sister, it is not as easy as it sounds. All right, now the statistics has it that out of 100 people, only 2 people has been able to achieve that. That is 2%. I mean, of all the people that have been coming, and I know and I've seen a lot of people coming here on visitors visa hoping to change their visitors visa to work permit. It is very, very difficult. So for me, if you ask for my advice, I would say, except you are coming on a genuine visit, please don't come on visitors visa, especially if you know, I mean, if you know you don't have much money, you don't have enough money to spend, to waste, don't come on visitors visa. All right, so as I said, the first one is that it is only your elongated stay is only valid for 6 months, so you can only stay 180 days. After 180 days, you're expected to leave. The second one is that you are not permitted to work. All right, as a visitor's visa holder rather in Canada, you are not allowed, you are not eligible to work. And there is something about Canada that most people don't understand. It is not like Nigeria where you can go and look for a job. Of course, I know there is no job in Nigeria, but then you can enter anywhere and ask to be given a job. Okay, I mean, if it becomes so worse, you can even start up a business. Just at the corner of one place, you can start up a buka in Nigeria, and then people will come and buy the food, and then you will sell. But in Canada, for you to start up even a food business, I mean a food business, you must be licensed, you must be certified, you must go through training and get certification before you can start up a food business. All right, so those small hustles, you cannot just stand the umbrella at one side and begin to do POS business. I mean, these small things that we do in Nigeria, you know, get small leverage, get small income, you can't do them here. All right, so as I said, you are not eligible to work, and because you are not eligible to work, employers will not employ you. It is that bad. Canadian employers are patriotic. They don't want the government to find them. They don't want to cut corners. Well, you can't say in totality, but I can tell you for free that majority of them, over 90% of them, would not want to cut corners. They wouldn't want to be, I mean, to be fined, to be on the wrong side of the government. All right. So, and in number 1, I said 6 months. That's the maximum time you're allowed to stay. Number 2, you cannot work. And then number 3, because you cannot work, you will spend a lot of money. I mean, if you were coming as maybe a permanent resident or even as a student, you have work permit that allows you to work part-time, maybe up to 20 hours in a week. That means that you can earn small money to at least pay your rent. All right, so sometime back around September, ending of September, I met one guy from Lagos. Now, this is somebody that was doing so well. He said he was doing so well in Lagos. He said he had a house, he had tenants, and then, you know, agent package visitors visa for him and told him that once you get here, they will link him up with an employer who will employ him. They did not tell him that the process is not seamless. It's not as easy as it sounds. All right. So when he got here, they told him, okay, yes, he should just, begin to look for something to do while they try to fix him up. All right. So, and every day you are staying, you are accumulating bills, phone bills, these bills, house rent, and all the you will pay. You have to pay. All right. So he was complaining, and it's not as if you cannot work. Yes. There's a kind of job you can do. There's a kind of work you can do. They call them cash jobs. Okay, you can do all those cash jobs. But where are the cash jobs? They are not there. They are not readily available. All right. So they are not readily available. And those are the ones that everybody is scrambling for, the few ones that are available. So that is why it is very difficult. Now, my advice is this. Except you have a lot of money to spend to keep you here while you are looking for a way to fix yourself within that 6 months. All right. Or maybe you are trying to get a job. You may pay house rent for 6 months. To pay house rent stretch for 6 months. Not be being so. So if you have money to spend, you have enough money to spend, then you can consider it. All right. Or maybe you have somebody that can accommodate you. Please and please, let me sound this as a note of warning. Do not take somebody's word for it. Don't depend on anybody. If you are coming to Canada, do not depend on anybody, because people will fall your hand. Do you understand? People will fall your hand. So except you trust this person so much that the person is going to accommodate you without stories, then you can consider it. All right. So these are the only two conditions where for me, I would say you can give it a try. All right. Now, there was a story of somebody that died, a Nigerian. Sadly, a Nigerian died due to extreme cold somewhere in one of the what do they call it, settlement, like a temporary apartment. Okay, like a temporary apartment somewhere in Mississauga. Okay, yeah. So now even people,
we're right here at the shelter in Mississauga, and all right, this is exactly the spot where a young man from Nigeria died last week Wednesday. Now you see the tents they were living in, you can see it all the way down there, and you just begin to imagine, how are people expected to survive in this horrible condition with the current state of the weather? With the cold out here, I can tell you, some of us can't even stand 30 minutes outside of this cold, but yet human beings like you and I are living on these tents in this horrible condition.
Okay, so now even people that live in a good apartment, full apartments, the cold is not here, let alone those that are living in those temporary apartments. All right, so sad. I don't want to go into that, but I can tell you that the level of support you get here is so low. Especially, don't come here depending on anybody, because you're going to be stranded, you're going to be disappointed. Nigerians here, let me not even say, okay, let me not say, because if I begin to say the things that that I have noticed within this short period, well, I can tell you that most Nigerians are wicked people. Now, you will find we are not as bad. Nigerians are not bad people, but then we are not supportive. We are not very supportive when it comes to this kind of thing. Our community is not supportive. You will find a Nigerian who has a building, a full apartment, living there, and even if he has vacant rooms, he will not give to you for free. All right. Now, this is different from what I see Indians do. You can find an Indian that has a job, that has a company. He will employ his fellow Indians, and therefore making it easier for those students to get at least part-time jobs. All right. You will see them accommodating one another and helping them out. But these things are hard. These are things you hardly find in Nigeria, in Nigerians. Okay. Now, let me even shock you, self. You go enter bus self, you will see Nigerian. You know that this person is a Nigerian. You can even hear him maybe on phone speaking Igbo or speaking Yoruba or whatever, or speaking Hausa. And then you say hello. the guy will squeeze face or the girl will squeeze face. So we don't even want to interact. We don't even want to associate with our people. I mean, it's so bad. All of us, we are gradually learning how to squeeze face. You enter there, you see a Nigerian, you know that this person is a Nigerian. You squeeze your face because you know that when you talk to the person will not respond to you. I mean, why are we doing that? Then somebody will go on the internet, go somewhere, begin to cry, and then share stupid tears that he or she is lonely, I'm depressed, this one, there is no family, there is no friend, there is no this one. And then you are seeing your people everywhere, in the bus, at school, everywhere you see them, but you don't want to associate with them, you don't want to interact with them. And then you go back to your house and claim loneliness and be crying. Now that loneliness will kill those people. Honestly, I'm so angry because when I see these things, I see other people building their community, helping their people. You know, for some of us, somebody like me, I knew about these things. I got prepared coming here. Not like I had so much money, but I got a lot of information. I armed myself with a lot of information. And then coming here, yes, I experienced that, you know, of course, you will struggle the initial time. Almost everybody goes through that phase, all right? And then there is nobody to call. You will find somebody that is supposed to support you. Even if he, well, I don't want to talk about it so that it will not seem as if I'm capping. I just came online to blast Nigerians. No, but I want to tell us that we need to do better. We need to do more. We are not doing enough. I see communities, I see Indian communities, I see other communities, and I know what they are doing. They are supporting themselves, they are helping their people. We are not, I can say that we are the Indians of Africa in terms of population, all right? But we are not behaving like as such. If you take a census of Africans in Canada, you will find out that Nigerians will be maybe 50%, 60 or 70 or 80% of the total number of Africans you have here. But still, we are not united. We cannot help ourselves. All right? You cannot help ourselves. You see your fellow Nigerian, you squeeze your face, and then you go back home and start crying that you are lonely. Let me not even say what is in my mind right now because I feel so angry. All right? So these are the things. If you are coming here, please be prepared. Financially, be prepared. Psychologically be prepared, emotionally be prepared, and physically just make sure you are prepared so that you won't be stranded. All right? So these are the three things I think you should put in place, and make sure that these things are in place before you step out of your country. I know it's hard. I know how difficult it can be back home, but it is not sweet either here. All right, especially for starters. This initial time, I know is going to be difficult, so you need to be prepared and make sure that you are ready for it. All right, thank you.